Thanks, Jamie. Without a doubt, it has been a dream season for Dan Wheldon. The brilliant Brit blitzed the competition with 4 wins in the first 5 events of the season, capped by the successful British invasion of the Brickyard. Now, with 3 events remaining, this points leader is poised to pounce. He knows he could end this day, seeming larger than life, with a win and a championship here in the Windy City. And no doubt Dan has been the man all year. And Dan, what does the points championship do, or how does it affect your strategy here today?
This is obviously, first of all, I want to say that my thoughts and prayers, and I think everybody in the racing community, their thoughts and prayers are with, people that lost friends and family in Hurricane Katrina, and it's, the 4th year since 9/11, so my thoughts and prayers with those people too. But this is going to be a good race. We'll have to entertain people and make them somewhat happy again, but I'm going to do the same thing. That's my style. I'm not really one of those conservative types, but I'd like to get to the front as quickly as possible and, just see if we can stay there.
You enter the day as a points leader. You could leave here as a champion. How much do you let yourself think about what this day could mean for Dan Wheldon?
I'm not going to even think like that. That's the wrong way to think, in my opinion. I've got to, the Indianapolis 500, I worked that very hard, and I believe that if a race is meant to be, it's meant to be, and that's what I feel with the championship. If I do everything that I'm capable of, and these guys do everything that they're capable of, then that stuff will take care of itself. And like I say, if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. But I'd like to be at the front. I'm not the kind of guy that likes to sit around in 5th or 6th. So
hey, thanks for your time. Good luck today.
Thank you very much.
Joliet and Chicagoland Speedway. Dan Wheldon is your points leader right now in the IndyCar Series. 517 points. He leads Tony Kanaan by 79. Sam Hornish Jr. sits in 3rd by 96. We heard Dan Wheldon talking to Dr. Punch. He knows what he has to do. Do you think he does it, or does he go defensive?
The mindset right now for Dan Wheldon is to go out there and make sure he finishes. He talks a great tune, but I can tell you as a driver, you want to win this championship. The season started off great for him. 4 race wins in the first 5 races, including the Indy 500, then 6 top 6 finishes. The finishes were always there. He's only had 2 DNFs so far. That's what he cannot afford to do today or in the next couple of races. Otherwise, his points championship lead will diminish.
Well, Dan Wheldon has strapped in his car knowing what this day could possibly mean. And, he's made a lot of people smile over the year with his performance. 5 wins in the Klein Tools Jim Beam machine. But no one is any more proud than these 2 right here. These are the proud parents. We're talking about Clive and Sue Wheldon, who have come all the way from Emberton, England, to be able to see their son race. And Clive, the last time you saw your son race was back in May in Indianapolis, and he did what?
He won it. And it was the most proudest moment of my life. And I wish him all the best, and hopefully the championship may come today, but as long as they come home safe, that's the main thing.
Women's intuition, Mom, can he pull off the title today?
Definitely.
All right, a couple of confident parents, a little bit pensive here. Clive and Sue Wheldon come all the way across the pond to watch their son possibly win an IRL IndyCar title.
The one that's missing out of that is Dan Wheldon. Remember, had that penalty, so he ended up having to start from the back on one of those last restarts. He's now up to 7th. And the man that he's trying to stay in front of in the championship is his teammate, Tony Kanaan, who's leading the race right now.
There you see 26, Dan Wheldon. He is the current points leader on the IndyCar Series. The leader of the race is the defending IndyCar Series champion, and Tony Kanaan from Brazil, number 11 on the 7-11 ride. Behind him is Sam Hornish Jr. There's Dan Wheldon, currently 7th. But as Scott pointed out, he had a pit lane violation, was forced to the back of the pack, and just like that, from 23rd all the way up, actually 20th all the way up to 7th in a matter of 20 laps.
Still clicking off speeds at 215 miles an hour. To put that in perspective, Todd, NASCAR, the Cup cars here, 188 miles an hour for the poles.
Dan Wheldon's Jim Beam Klein Tools ride is up to 4th place now. We were just talking about him being in 7th. He is now in 4th.
Outside.
I think he's just showing off for his mom and dad.
Outside.
Could be. Andretti Green's had a very busy week here next to the Indianapolis 500. This is their busiest week.
And the leaders are going down the backstretch. Tony Kanaan continues to do that, lead this race. Sam Hornish Jr. and Dan Wheldon, folks, is now in 2nd place. Wheldon gets by Sam Hornish Jr., and he's still looking for more. Look up green in the dictionary, because Dan Wheldon's wanting it all.
You talk about being aggressive. I thought about this earlier on. Is he going to be aggressive or passive? Because you have to turn around and try to make sure you're going to be running strong, but you don't want to throttle back too much, because if you do, that's when you start to make mistakes. Your rhythm goes away. And I talked to him earlier, and he said, you know, we're just going to sort of see what happens. If it's meant to be, it's meant to be. But he's racing right now like this is going to be his first win.
Dan Wheldon is your leader. And there's his father Clive on the left-hand side. Last time he saw his son race was at the Indianapolis 500 on May 29th. That's when Dan won the biggest race of all, his goal this year. And he's kind of reset his goals, Scotty. He said, I wanted Indy, I want the team to do well, but now he's looking for a championship.
Very focused driver all year. Look how close they're going, 215, 16 miles an hour. And these guys are teammates, but look at the yellow nose starting to stick itself in there. Thomas Scheckter, Todd.
Thomas Scheckter currently sits in third place. Dario Franchitti also in the fray. So it's Wheldon, Kanaan, Scheckter in third, and then Sam Hornish Jr. in fourth on the low side.
They need to run in line, Todd, nose to tail, the two Penske cars, to help one of them push themselves past the front car of Danny Wheldon right now. Remember, that's a Honda power plant number 26 Toyota for Castroneves and Hornish in second and third.
We've got 2 laps to go. Dan Wheldon is your leader. He's the reigning Indianapolis 500 champion, trying to hold off Team Penske in the form of Helio Castroneves, number 3, and number 6, Sam Hornish. Both of them looking for another victory in 2005, but it's going to be a tough task to get around Dan Wheldon as they come out of turn number 4. It is Wheldon. The Toyotas of Penske decide to go high. Wheldon keeps the low line, and here comes Tony Kanaan on the inside.
Smart team movement by Team Penske right now. They're going around the high side the longer way. Will the drafting work and overpower the Honda power that's on the low line? We'll have to see.
Chicago breeds close finishes, and they are going to make it yet another one. It's Wheldon on the inside, Castroneves on the outside. Somebody wake the queen, because Dan Wheldon just walked away with the checkered flag.
That was unbelievable.
The pride of the UK racing community has done it again. Dan Wheldon picks up his 6th victory on the year. And the word has come down. All Dan Wheldon has to do is show up at Watkins Glen and Fontana in California, and the title is his. Those are 2 very happy parents, as Dan Wheldon, I'm sure, will crack out a dozen donuts like you have never seen. Light him up, Danny boy. 10th win this season for Andretti Green, 11th win for Honda this year, and he leads by 102 points. Here it is one more time, Scott. It looked like Toyota had something going on the outside.
Sam Hornish in the 6th car on the top of your screen was actually trying to help in the draft of the number 3 of Helio Castroneves. A little bit more momentum, though. It almost looks like he pushes the pass to go button. Just a little surge by Danny Wheldon, the number 26 car, and with the home office here of both Klein Tools.
There's another look at just how close it was. We talked about how close the races are here at Chicagoland, and what are you giving that, 2.5 feet?
Not very much at all, but you know, what a relief for him right now just to show up for the next event to maybe win the championship.
All right, walking up pit road, Dan Wheldon, congratulations on win number 6 here as he waves to all the crowd coming by. All the congratulations, Danny. Great effort today, bud.
Yeah, it was excellent. Obviously, you know, it's a tough time with the Hurricane Katrina, and all my thoughts and prayers with those people. And it's the 4th year since 9/11, so it's a tough day for everybody. But I think we put on a hell of a show, and certainly, you know, Andretti Green Racing did a fantastic job. The Klein Tools Jim Beam car was unbelievably strong. We knew we had a quick car all weekend, but you know, it was just difficult with the way the sessions worked out, exactly how quick we were on our own. And you know, my engineer Eddie Jones made a brave decision, and to go as trimmed as we possibly could with some other stuff that makes the car difficult to drive in traffic. So I cost myself when I got caught speeding in the pit lane by accident. So it's a great day, though. Great day.
Final couple laps, you had your hands full with those Penske cars.
The Penskes were really quick when they could kind of hang with you, and even Helio at the end was very, very quick. It was just you know what, it's competitive series, best series in the world. So that's what happens when you have that.
And here's the best part for you. I don't know, you couldn't hear your dad a moment ago, but Clive and Sue, mom and dad, will be at Watkins Glen. All you have to do is show up. And here's dad right here. Here's Clive giving his son. And he started racing when he was 5 years old. He is the oldest of 5 children. Mom giving her son a hug. She This morning she hugged her son. Today she's hugging the champion as all the celebration is ongoing. He shows up in Watkins Glen and he becomes the series champion. Guys?